Yes, my parents stayed in Alice their whole lives. My mother died of lymphoma when I was about 10 or 11, and then my father stayed on there.
As a
As a physician, yeah. And so he was the one that sort of got me interested in science and medicine and whatever.
Did you go out on rounds with him and so forth? Or?
He was a country doctor, and so he had this feeling, which I guess was not all that uncommon in the 50s, but that, if you got infectious diseases, that would, when you were young and when your body was, could deal with it, then that's better than waiting until, you're in your 20s or something. So if one of his patients had measles, I would go with him to see the kid, and then I would get measles then, during the summer or whatever, so it wouldn't interfere with stuff. So, of course, there were no vaccines for those diseases back then, so now there are. So I remember that, but other than that, I don't think I went on rounds.
You said you had siblings?
Yeah, I have two brothers.
Are they also scientists?
No, my eldest brother, he's actually here today, was a civil engineer, and then my middle brother was an attorney and a real estate person.
And they stayed in Texas?
Yeah, my brother still lives near Alice, where we grew up, and my other brother lived in Dallas until he passed away about 6 years ago from prostate cancer. So, actually, all of us have prostate cancer. So I mean, I don't anymore, but I'm a survivor.
Was your mother's death critical in terms of the direction that you've taken in your life?
Yes, my mother's death had quite an impact, and it was not a pretty death. She had chemo and radiation, and I mean, I won't say that's the only thing that drove me into what I'm doing, but it certainly made me think that there must be a better way of dealing with cancer than radiation and poison.